Imagine scrolling through your feed and seeing this headline, "Buy a house in Italy for just $1." Sounds like a dream, right? Waking up in a Tuscan village, sipping espresso on your own balcony with a $1 house deed in hand? Well, not so fast, because while the $1 house deal in Italy is real, the truth behind it is a lot more complicated and far more expensive than most people realize. Today, we're unpacking why Italy is selling homes for a single euro, what they're not telling you in those viral headlines.
In parts of Italy, they are practically giving houses away.
And whether this dream deal is actually worth chasing. Hit that like button, subscribe for more global insights, and comment below. Would you take on a $1 Italian fixer-upper? Let's get into it. The $1 home phenomenon. What's actually happening? Italy's $1 home program began making headlines in the late 2010s, with small towns and villages offering abandoned homes for just €1, roughly $1. The goal? To fight depopulation in rural areas. Over the past century, Italy has seen a mass migration from countryside to city. Villages that once bustled with life are now ghost towns. Young people move to Rome, Milan, or even abroad for jobs, leaving behind aging parents and decaying houses. To revive these places, local governments created an incentive: sell the abandoned homes for symbolic prices, attract foreign buyers, and breathe new life into the village economy. The program quickly caught fire internationally, especially among Americans dreaming of a European escape. But the homes aren't turnkey villas, they're often centuries-old ruins. No plumbing, no electricity, sometimes not even a roof. So, what's the catch? The real costs behind the dream. The most important detail people miss? The renovation clause. When you buy one of these $1 homes, you sign a legal agreement promising to renovate the property, usually within 3 years. And if you don't, you could lose the property and the security deposit that came with it. And that deposit isn't small. Depending on the town, you'll need to pay a refundable security deposit ranging from $5,000 to $10,000 up front. That's just to prove you're serious. The renovation itself, that can easily cost $30,000 to $100,000 or more, depending on the size, condition, and local labor costs. And since many of these homes are historic, you can't just DIY the renovation. Italy has strict building codes, especially in villages designated as cultural heritage zones. You may be required to use original materials, hire licensed Italian contractors, and submit detailed plans to the local council. Bureaucracy, language barriers, and red tape. Even before you start hammering nails, you'll face Italy's famously slow bureaucracy. Applying for permits can take months. You may need to attend meetings with local officials or send a lawyer on your behalf. Most of the official documents and contracts are in Italian. Unless you're fluent, you'll need a translator or legal help to navigate the paperwork, and yes, there are fees for that too. Some buyers have reported frustrating delays and vague timelines. Others have found themselves paying property taxes on a home they can't even use yet because construction is still tied up in approvals. That said, many who stick with it say the process, while painful, is worth it. What you actually get in return. Here's the good news. If you complete the renovation, you end up with a house in Italy. That's not a small deal. And in some towns, you're not just buying a home, you're joining a community. Places like Sambuca in Sicily, Ganghi, Musamelli, and Bacari have embraced the $1 house trend not just to fix buildings, but to revive schools, shops, and local culture. Some even offer tax breaks or small grants to help offset renovation costs. And here's another twist. Many buyers are turning these homes into Airbnbs or vacation rentals, making back their investment over time. If you play your cards right, that $1 house could become a revenue-generating escape pod. The big picture. Why Italy is doing this. This isn't just about houses, it's about survival. Italy has one of the world's oldest populations and one of Europe's lowest birth rates. Towns across the country are dying, literally. Empty schools, shuttered markets, crumbling infrastructure. The $1 house project is a creative attempt to reverse that trend. The goal is simple: attract new life, new blood, new money. When you renovate a house, you hire local builders, you shop at local stores, you might even raise a family there. For the town, it's not about the house, it's about hope. Should you do it? If you're expecting a quick flip, don't. But if you're looking for an adventure, a long-term project, or a legacy property to pass down, maybe. Just go in with eyes wide open. The $1 price tag is real. But so are the costs, delays, and complications. This isn't HGTV, it's Italy. And in Italy, things move slowly, passionately, and with a lot of espresso. Still, for some, that's the dream. Not a perfect house, but a story to tell. A postcard village, a second chance for both buyer and town. So, would you take the leap and buy a house in Italy for $1? Or is this too risky, too romantic, or just too much paperwork? Let us know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this peek behind the headline, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and check out the description below for more international property breakdowns, travel insights, and surprises from around the world. We will see you in the next video.